3 guys who have changed the entire YouTube golf scene. Starting only a little over a year ago, they have racked up 516,000 subscribers to this day. That's incredible. Today I'm going to talk about how they've become so big and also just how they've partnered with some of the biggest golf brands in the entire world. It's actually kind of crazy. But how are they the fastest growing golf channel? Let's find out. YouTube golf has been the same for years. Literally, it's been the same. There's not a lot of new ideas coming up. And there's not a lot of, well, how do you say it? If you guys are not the best golfers in the world, what's there to relate to when these guys are shooting very well under par? You can just watch the PGA Tour or live. Oh wait, never mind, too soon. Before Bob started into the social media realm, he was a doorman. No joke, a doorman for a hotel. This means you have to go and greet people at the door, take their luggage, you name it, which is very humbling job. However, during this time, Bob, well, he knew he had a bigger calling, and that was, he's funny.
What an absolute soup. This group is really something. What an absolute soup. Just a total pigsty.
I don't know if it's calling, but he's just so naturally funny and wants to make people laugh. So he started posting on Instagram, which this led him to getting recognized at the hotel. Well, his boss was like, Bob, you're not gonna be doing this too much longer. That's because his social media was really popping off. He had about 200,000 Instagram followers, and it was about time for Bob to step out and, well, step out in faith and take this thing full time. Now, it can be a scary thing to step out and have $0. Trust me, I've been there and I've done that. I literally had $0 a few years ago, and I'm still doing it for the fun of it. So after taking this risk, a huge risk, he started inviting one of his co-workers, Joey Coldcuts.
It could be a great day, Bob. It's gonna be a great day.
So Joey was still working at the hotel when Bob was still doing videos. And it wasn't until 2021, late December, when personally I found one of Bob's first ever videos and I thought it was hilarious. And that's where he tricked Joey Coldcuts into thinking he was playing Torrey Pines and instead played the worst course in California.
I feel so guilty, Jed. I really do. Joey Coldcuts thinks that we have an 11 o'clock tee time at Torrey Pines, which is one of the nicer golf courses. But when you go from Torrey Pines to the links at Victoria, which 7 days a week has every tee time, it's a little bit cruel.
That's tough. And that was the funniest video. And man, when I saw that, I was like, who the heck is this guy? And he's about to go, so. And that video today is one of his biggest videos on his channel, reaching 1.8 million views, which is absolutely incredible. And it was one of the funniest golf YouTube videos I've seen in so long. And this is what makes him so special. It's because he's doing something people aren't doing. He's not the same old, doing matchups and everything. He's getting creative and he's being down to earth and he's being super, super authentic. And eventually Joey Coldcuts had to quit his job because for the same reasons. It was getting a little out of hand and he couldn't manage it because he had to film for Bob and then he had to go to work. But then Joey came on full time because they had investors backing this, which gave him all the equipment and the travel, which helped out a ton. For the first half year, it was just Joey and Bob. Well, this was a great combo. They're funny together. However, they were missing one final piece. It was leaving one element that needed to be solved. And well, this is what made them take off even more. And that was bringing in Fat Perez.
We need our ace, we need Fat Perez.
As a full-time on the Bob Does Sports channel. What this brought is a guy who can play really good golf. With this, they can go out and do other challenges versus great golfers while still having that funny element, and Fat Perez definitely fit their group more than anybody. I think he fits the group more than Bob or Joey. Talk about a guy. And I've met Fat Perez, really down-to-earth guy. You see what you get. Fat Perez is exactly what you see and what you get. Very authentic. That's what makes this group such a dynamic group, because how authentic they are is so incredible, and what you see on camera is what you get. And it's sad to say, but a lot of people actually aren't this way. Awkward silence, because then you meet the person in person, or you meet the person online in person. Yeah, I can't even talk. And at the time that Fat Perez joined, well, Bob Does Sports was not even profitable, which is kind of crazy because, well, they were racking in views, but the investors believed in them, but at that point, they weren't really gaining a lot of money. And you know, in California, it gets expensive out there. So video after video, these guys start putting out, and they start blowing up. Literally, right in front of your eyes. You've probably seen it in the last year, they blew up right in front of your eyes. And if you don't know who they are, go watch their channel. You'll get a good laugh. You'll get a good laugh. Oh, shout out Bob, because I was actually, Fat Perez was sleeping during one of my videos. The last time Fat Perez has been playing solid golf, he is a player. The big man can move. He's moved up. I know you guys wanted him at 4-star. He's earned that 4-star. You've earned it. Next we have Busted Jack. I guess I need to make him a little bit more exciting. Is that true, Fat Perez? Is that true? I really hope not. Just a sandbagger. Fat Perez, you owe me a round. A round of golf. That is, not a round of anything else. So when they really stepped out in faith, and when they stepped out and they started creating these videos and getting with these huge PGA Tour players, Max Homa, Keegan Bradley, this is when the channel took off, and Bob Does Sports literally is the fastest growing YouTube golf channel this year and last year. Very impressive job. And I give a huge shout out to the editor, Jet. Jet is a part of their team also. He started in the beginning. So Jet, shout out you. If you're watching this, maybe. Probably not. So their discovery literally happened so fast. The thing I admire about this whole group is they took a leap. Bob took a leap to step out on his own and to really take this full time. And I know how hard that can be. I've personally been in this same situation. These last few weeks, I've actually struggled myself to even pick up the camera and film because I didn't think my ideas were gonna be good enough. It's been a struggle, and it is a struggle to be on YouTube Golf because everything's almost been done. But what I wanna do is bring breath of fresh air is what I wanna bring to you guys. And I'm looking for that one growth aspect, that snowball like Bob did after putting in all his hard work. I'm still waiting for my moment, but I like to be transparent. I've been struggling with ideas and just filming and to really bring the best videos I can. So you gotta take that leap and you gotta try new things. So this is why I made this type of video, because I wanted to show you guys that it's not about the money. Obviously, Bob Does Sports has brought in a very profitable business. What pushed Bob? Well, it was doing his own thing, what he could give value to others. Being a good laugh is honestly one of the biggest things in life, because laughter, we need laughter. Because if not, you're gonna be miserable. And hopefully you're not miserable watching this video. Because if you are, maybe like Fat Perez and you're falling asleep. Hopefully that's not the case. At least please don't sleep. Maybe subscribe. So doing all my research, I gained more and more respect for Bob just because of the leap he had to take to actually just get started. And it's amazing, and I love it for the YouTube golf space. And I just wanna tell you guys that if you need to take that leap, this is a prime example. Take that leap and you never know what's gonna happen. So if you guys didn't know who Bob Does Sports was, well, hopefully this gives you a little bit more information. One of the funniest guys you'll see, and just off the bat, his wit off the top of his mind, incredible. Literally incredible. He's just so much fun to be around, and he really, really makes you laugh. And he's so positive. You wanna talk about a guy who's positive? Bob. It's Bob. And just seeing this really encouraged me. So comment below, who do you think will be the fastest growing YouTube golf channel this next year? You know, one could only hope. Waiting for that breakout. But it's only because of you guys and subscribing. So subscribe. Love you guys.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a